Hey guys, Drewski here, and today we're gonna watch some Metro Exodus gameplay. I'm not live commentating or anything like that, this is afterwards, but I've been playing Metro a lot recently, and the new update came out that dropped the Enhanced Edition, had like 4K textures, and then also brought in a fully implemented RTX. Now the rays that are traced in the RTX system get traced a little bit more, so basically the lighting you're seeing in these clips of videos are extremely realistically calculated lighting relative to most games out there. So I think the only games that have come this close to real fully implemented RTX is Minecraft. I'm pretty sure Minecraft has a fully RTX zero rasterized lighting version of the game. I'm pretty sure that this still has some rasterized or maybe some pre-baked lighting, but 90% of the light that you see, like especially anything coming from the sun, is, I'm pretty sure, 100% ray traced. And now the new update has brought in ray tracing in the form of bouncing and reflecting lights inside of rooms. It's a lot more effective. I feel like the game is a little bit brighter overall, but I kind of just, I don't know, when you get into certain scenes, it just looks very, very good. You can't put put a pin on exactly what's changed to make it look so good, but you'll just see like the slight glow of certain rooms and the slight brightness and darkness differences. The contrast between inside and outside is insane. It's impressive. I mean, within 5 years, we're going to have this probably in every single game we play, and this isn't going to be irregular. Like, this is going to be a normal thing. You know, if we have a Battlefield game coming out in the next year, it might have fully RTX lighting. And I guess it is supposedly the next Battlefield game is coming out this year. So it could have, you know, a mode that could turn on fully RTX lighting. Like, that would be crazy. And in some games, RTX doesn't do anything. Like in Call of Duty Modern Warfare, I feel like RTX does nothing but take your frames down like crazy. It's not useful at all. But in Metro, this is actual real RTX lighting. It's very, very impressive. We raid a little military base here in the desert, and then the rest of the footage is from the Sam Story DLC, which is really, really cool. Been playing it. I recently just got back from my honeymoon, a belated honeymoon, because I got married 6 months ago. And I came back from Colorado Springs, which was fun. Got to go see a lot of big rocks, a lot of big mountains. Went to Garden of the Gods. It was all right. The rocks were super cool. The rock formations were insane, but also there's like paved sidewalks everywhere, and there were tons of people there when we went. And my cat is meowing because he misses me and he wants me to play games with him. But he just meowed and walked out of the room. Wow. Okay. Well, yeah, we left him here for 5 days. Our family members came and fed him and hung out with him while we were gone. But he's been really bored for 5 days because we haven't been here. So last night he was crazy when we got home. But yeah, we also went ziplining over some like huge mountain gorges and stuff. It was really, really pretty up there, up in Colorado. I wish I could have seen more of the snowy mountains. Like, I wish we would have gone skiing maybe, but also skiing is kind of limited in the middle of the year like this. It's only at like Pikes Peak and stuff that you can really do that. But I do really miss skiing. I want to go up in a snowy place and go skiing. I don't know. I feel like I'm a person that likes nature by myself. Like, I like lonely nature. I like nature when it's just you, or it's just you and your friends, but when there's tons of other people exploring the same place you are, it doesn't feel as special. Like, I've gone airsofting in the craziest of places, West Texas, out in the middle of nowhere in the deserts, where there's like huge mountain plateaus and stuff. I've gone airsofting out there. I've gone airsofting in Washington, up in the steppes up in Washington. Like, dang. There's some really, really cool areas that I've been fortunate to play paintball or airsoft in or go hiking in, and it totally changes my concept of like what I like about nature whenever I go to a park and there's tons of people everywhere. I don't know, I feel like it's like commercialized nature. I feel like it's not the full nature that you get when you're actually out in the boonies, and you know, you're camping there throughout the entire night, and you're walking on no trails at all, no pre-made trails. You're walking on basically deer trails that were stepped on by deer or feral hogs, or I don't know. That's about it in Texas, and that's all you get, you know. So for a lot of people to be walking around and in a park, I feel like it breaks your immersion. It breaks your nature immersion, you know, a little bit. But it was still really cool. Like the mountains and all that sort of stuff are super cool. We saw a shrine up on a mountain, and we said we immediately were like, can we get up there? And we found out we could get up there, and so I took some pictures of Colorado Springs from this huge shrine that's up on the mountainside. So yeah, that was pretty neat. But that's not even today's main topic of the video. I just wanted to give you guys an update because I haven't uploaded in 5 days, and even before that I didn't upload in another 5 days. So I've been a little bit slow in the past few weeks, but we're gonna get right back into it because I'm back home and playing games now. So as I was on my honeymoon, I got 2 different emails actually that both were asking the same thing, and you guys are terrible. You guys are really dumb for asking me what my thoughts are about something, because you're not going to get the most intelligent answer. But yeah, you're really making a mistake coming to me, buddy. But they were asking, you know, it was very basic questions. It was something like, one of them was saying, how do I make videos for my YouTube channel? And these were people that weren't just like 6-year-olds that wanted to make a YouTube channel. These were like people that were like, hey, I seriously want to consider making a YouTube channel. I'm a video editor and I'm a senior in high school. I'm graduating in a few months and I want to start a YouTube channel about gaming, or I want to start a YouTube channel. One guy was talking about he wanted to start a YouTube channel about building up diesel trucks, and another one was, you know, about gaming. So both of them were basically asking the same questions. It was just one was about trucks and the other one was about video games. I actually have a pretty good answer to that, and a lot of it might come as a surprise. I feel like a lot of the answers I have to somebody that wants to make a YouTube channel is really off of what they would actually think I would answer. Really, when you're starting a YouTube channel, you don't know who you are yet. You don't know who you're gonna be, because your YouTube channel will be entirely different from the first video to the 200th video you make. Your first 10 videos are super important for you to make because they will guide you into the path of like what you want to be doing. You'll figure out what type of videos you want to make after you've made 10 videos. So first thing I would say to a person that wants to make a YouTube channel, make a YouTube channel and upload videos to it, because that's one of the hardest things a lot of people actually are able to do. Is if you're able to make a YouTube channel, that's okay. A lot of people can do that, but uploading 10 videos onto it, 10 separate videos that all have their own little stories in them, or adventures, that sort of thing, that's a little more difficult. A lot of people cannot do it. They don't have the patience. They realize on their 7th video that every single video has been only getting 5 or 8 views, and it's depressing. It stinks when you're making all of this, you're spending all this time making these extremely edited videos, and you only get 8 views out of it. You know, it kind of stinks. Trust me, been there, done that. So one of the main things I would suggest to somebody starting a channel is that you just start. You know, you upload those 10 videos and you see what you like doing. And I want you to, when you're making those videos, you're obviously, you know, inspired by somebody. You obviously heard about YouTube somewhere, so you've probably watched other people's YouTube videos, and you said to yourself, I want to make a video like that. I definitely can say that I've like taken ideas from other YouTubers, but I think I've taken it in a good way. There's copying, there's plagiarism, and then there's inspiration, and they're very different things. Copying is just straight up copying the idea from somebody. Plagiarism is straight up copying the words out of their mouth and the exact form of a certain video and saying that it's yours, which people have done to me before, and it's really funny. And then inspiration is entirely different. And inspiration is okay, even though it's a way of taking ideas from others and using it and making it your own. But it's a certain method that I feel like makes it a reputable and easy to understand, yet morally correct way of making your own content on YouTube. Because honestly, it's hard to describe. Nobody's really creative. You know, we're all building off of things we've seen before, and we're trying to make them better. You know, and that's creative in a way, but everybody's hobbies, their inspirations, everything is based off of what they've seen before and what they've liked. You know, I've made cinematics, but what did I base those cinematics off of? I based them off the rules of making cool montages that I've seen in commercials on TV, in action-packed movies, FaZe Clan sniper montages from Black Ops 2. Like, there's a lot of different things that told me, even though I don't even remember them directly, that told me how to make a montage and how to make it cool. So whenever I put up an F14 video, I know how to make it look cool and how to make it match up with the music, because I've seen other things. I've been inspired, and I might be even inadvertently copying the same strategies from other things that I've seen online. When I got into music production a year ago, just as a hobby, I took deadmau5's masterclass. One of his main tips was to go to all of your favorite artists and pick out pieces of their songs. You know, take the drum line from this one, take the bass, synth from this one, take the electric distorted guitar off of this one, and put it all together into one. And build a little tune that you like. Build a little sentence of the song, a little boo 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 boo, something like that, and then try to add in that bass line from the other song, or try to add in a drum from another song. And by the end of your mixing pot of 3 to 4 to 5 different songs and all the ideas that are within them, at the end, the output of your creation is something that's entirely unique. It has ideas that are from other content creators, other musicians, but in the end, it's not directly copied from one person. And by you putting together the pieces, it's not bad. It's not plagiarism. It's inspiration. And I thought that was a really good idea. I honestly thought that, wow, like that's like the most truthful thing I've ever heard of, because I've made videos where, I wanted to make a video like Wellen, but I didn't want to put it in Rust. I didn't want to copy one of his videos. So I watched his videos and I said, man, I really want to be like as entertaining as Wellen, And so a DCS video where I landed on runways and humiliated DCS players was one where I styled it in a way where I wanted to be like Wellen, which is so cool, because Wellen's a super cool guy. I bet he'd be super humbled to hear that I really want to make videos like Wellen. But Wellen's a super cool guy. I've adored his videos for years, and I made a video that was like the sort of format that he does, but I put it in my own way. I made it in DCS. I put on my own music that I created for the video and all that sort of stuff. I told my own story, but I just took a little bit of tips from Wellen. I took a little bit of tips from Frankie on BC, from, Level Cap Gaming, Jack Frags, all the YouTubers that I used to watch when I was a kid. And I put it all in one, and it worked. It was a video that got almost 1 million views in just under like 2 weeks or something. So it was a very successful video. I've made other more storyline based videos that were more inspired by Frankie on PC and a lot of like the storyline gamers out there. And I've made weapon guides that were based off of Level Cap Gaming. But I always made sure to not exactly copy them, but to just be inspired by them and put in my own sort of spirit, my own sort of theme into those videos to make them my own. And at the end, when you put all these videos together, and these videos are all separate mixing pots of separate groups of inspiration, then once you have 10 or 20 or 30 videos compiled together in a single playlist of, you go to youtube.com/OperatorJuski and you go to videos and you see 30 videos listed, those 30 videos, you can now look back at those, and now you have new ingredients for your mixing pot. You go back and look at those videos, you see which ones did the best, you see which ones did the worst, and you realize that, okay, now you can see the good ingredients. Now you can see that this video outperformed that one, and they were both equally as fun to make, so maybe just make a new one that is styled off of the one that was more successful. YouTube is a lesson learning machine. It literally always will either reward you or punish you for making a good or a bad video. And so you don't need to know anything when you're going into it. You know, it's sort of like it's kind of like a minefield, I would say. Let's say you're walking into an open field and there is a area of the field that has mines in it, and you'll have multiple warnings before you hit those mines. And there's an area of the field that has gold in it, and there's multiple warnings that tell you that, hey, you're getting closer, you're getting warmer to gold. And the grass is so tall that you can't see any unless you're directly standing on whatever you're, you know, either a warning flag, or you're standing on gold, or you're standing on mines. And that warning flag will tell you, hey, you're getting warmer, you're going towards gold, or hey, you're getting colder, you're going towards mines. You take a step out and it says, hey, you're going towards mines. So you're like, okay, well, I don't know where to go. I can't see the correlation yet. You walk one more footstep forwards and boom, it says, hey, you're getting closer to mines. So you go, okay, maybe I shouldn't walk straight forwards. I'm going to walk right. You walk right one step, boom, you're getting closer to gold. Oh, I'm getting closer to gold. Okay, so somewhere to the right, there's gold. Somewhere in this direction, there's gold. So I don't want to go left, because left is obviously the bad direction. This is just whenever you make a YouTube video and it doesn't perform as well, that's going to the left. That's saying, okay, I tried something and it didn't work as well. So now I'm going to go to the right. I'm going to try something different, because the last time I walked right, it told me I was getting closer to gold. I got more views. So you take another step to the right and boom, it will usually say, hey, you're going towards more gold. And sometimes you can get unlucky and there can be a random mine or a random piece of gold. You can get lucky or unlucky. But the overall trend will tell anybody who is simply analyzing each step that they take exactly where to go. And it doesn't matter how much information or how much knowledge you have of how minefields work. If you understand the basic rule when you're entering the minefield of there are mines, there are warning flags to tell you if you're hot or cold, and there is gold, then you'll be fine. You will be just as good as a person that's walked that same minefield 10,000 times, because the rules are the same. They don't gain any experience. It's all kind of blind luck that's just guided by a little bit of a puzzle game. So as long as you're thinking about every step you take, it doesn't matter how much knowledge you have at the very start, you know, because you'll learn. You'll learn, and if you make mistakes, those are the best learning experiences you can get. I can't answer how to make a YouTube channel, but I can tell you how you will make your YouTube channel. And all you have to do is just start doing it. All you have to do is just finally tell yourself, okay, tonight is the night that I start a YouTube channel. Tonight is the night that I start making videos on diesel trucks or video games or whatever. And I really think that it's a really fun process. I definitely invite anybody who can to put videos up on YouTube. It's a good little hobby to have, and it could just turn into a potential career like it did for me. I think it's super, super fun to do, and I'm very fortunate to be able to do it. And yeah, it's super fun making videos for you guys. So I really appreciate it whenever you guys are like thinking that I have a good answer for you about how to make a YouTube channel. I think that would be the best answer I could potentially give anybody. And hopefully, whenever I get that email next, I can just link this video, just super lazily just link the video and not even say, hey Jim, I made a video. I'm just gonna, no, none of that in my email. I'm just gonna straight up just put the URL. I'm gonna even shorten it with bit.ly. I'm just gonna shorten the link, send like a five letter URL, and just nothing else. Not even a 2008 forum signature on it. Just straight up link.